Bob was a famous photographer. He travels to unusual places and takes photos. This time Bob was off to a forest. He wanted an assistant with him. Bob wanted to do something interesting. Before the trip to the forest, he announced that he would take one of his subscribers with him. 3 people sent in applications. Bob had to choose who would join him. Let's look at the candidates. Mac, Sam, and Pat. Mac, I have a lot of experience in traveling. I love visiting New York. Sam, I have taken photos underwater. My record is almost 300 feet. Pat, I have photos of hiking. But I have watched all your photos, and I am ready for any challenge. Can you find who Bob should choose? Let us see the answer. Bob should choose Pat. Even though he hasn't done anything much, he's the only one who told the truth. The other 2 told a lie. Rim was a dancer. One day, when she was performing her foot twist, she was taken to a hospital, but nothing serious. Her leg was a little swollen. Then too, it is really bad for a dancer. Doctors came to examine her one by one. First doctor was a physiotherapist. She told to do some exercise. Second doctor was a surgeon, but he told I think she should get operated. Third doctor was an eye doctor. I'm good at seeing eyes. After a few minutes of discussion, a ward boy came and told them that some criminal is in the hospital, and he pretended to be a doctor. Can you find who is a fake doctor? Let us see the answer. Second doctor was a surgeon about what type of operation he will do, so he is a fake doctor. Ruby got a call from his boss Mac. You come to my house at sharp 10. We have a client meeting. When Ruby reached his house and went into the drawing room, she saw her boss was dead. She immediately called Detective John. When he reached the crime scene, there were 3 people at home that day. Sam the cook, Paul his son, and Kenny his wife. Sam said I went to the market to get some vegetables. Paul said I was in my room listening to music. Kenny said I was sleeping in my room as she was not feeling well. After he was interrogated, he went and examined the Mac. He came to know who had murdered Mac. Can you find how he came to know who the murderer was? Let us see the answer. When Detective John was examining his room, he got the broken piece of a headset, so his son Paul was the murderer. Ruby had a collection of beautiful showpieces. One day, her favorite showpiece was stolen. She had doubts about her neighbors. It was raining outside. There were 3 suspects. She went and asked them, Nancy, I have been out of town. I returned home today and was so tired after a long drive. Immediately went to bed. Hack, I had been getting ready for the function of my friend's engagement. Jack, my mom had been feeling unwell. That's why I was busy looking after my mom. Can you find who is lying? Let us see the answer. It was Nancy. It was raining all day. If you notice, her car was clean from down. A rich diamond merchant had 2 daughters, Mary and Flora. He loved both the daughters. He had doubts about them, but unfortunately he had a lot of enemies who used to threaten the girls. One day Flora was rushed to the hospital. She was poisoned. Mary was scared seeing all this. Diamond merchant arrived and asked Mary what had happened. We were playing tennis and got awfully thirsty, so man gave each of us a bottle of juice and we drank it off. But then how come Flora is in the hospital? Can you find out what would happen? Let us see the answer. Both the bottles of juice were okay, but the bottle top was having some poison and Mary did not touch the lip while drinking, so she was okay.